It's coming, UFC 285 Las Vegas. And that means Valentina Shevchenko back to defend her women's flyweight title. This time, Alexa Grasso stands in the way. Valentina always fired up to chat with the champ. I know you like to do the world tour training camp. It looked like Tokyo was the visit this time around. Talk to me about that decision heading into yet another title defense.
Oh, it was an amazing trip. It was on that time we stay in Kyrgyzstan. I started my training camp over there, and yeah, we decided to travel to Tokyo because it was on a long time my list to visit this country to go to Japan, and yeah, everything played so good, and I had amazing training camp over there in Paraestra gym. The most amazing that so many my weight class opponents, girls, boys, and amazing, just strong. And I love to experience the culture and to see the style, how they train in Japan, because it's very different, like style of training. I mean, not technically, MMA technique in the whole world, it's kind of like same way, but their dedication to martial arts is completely different. And when I say dedication, they are not fighting for money. They are not fighting. They fighting for their noble things, fighting for their gym, fighting for their coach. So they are truly hard worker, and they can, for example, work 4 sessions a day, and next day do the same. And yeah, it's kind of like old school training that many gyms are losing modern day.
Yeah, I mean, would you call it the old Bushido spirit that I feel like you, as a champion, always carry that regality, that feeling like it's about the arts of it at the end of the day?
True. It's all about the martial arts.
Now, Valentina, do you feel like you're still adding things to your game? Like specifically, what are you working on in Tokyo that you feel like you're continuing adding to your well-rounded game?
Always there is something that for example, even some things that I worked before, but then kind of like it's things stay away and now it's returning, so always it's something. And yeah, it's kind of like while you are in your progress moving forward, it's good, because once you are stopped and no progress at all, then I think it's kind of like time to die.
Well, sometimes you train on a boat, sometimes you're training in Asia. I see you traveling the world, and it's made you the fighter you are today. So let's talk about this division. It's really fun right now, Valentina. And I say that with respect because people used to look at flyweight as your division. It was you and everybody else. Do you get the same feeling I do, that everybody else is getting a more fun and exciting list of ranked fighters below you that are gunning for your title?
Oh, that's cool. That's amazing. And I said it like long time ago, the flyweight, it's gonna be the number one weight class, because female like body weight, body structure is kind of like flyweight. And yeah, definitely I enjoy a lot to see all of the fights, what's happening around.
All right. Well, then when we look at Alexa Grasso coming in, she's won 4 straight fights since moving to this weight class. Do you feel the challenge that she brings is unique to anyone you fought up to this point at this weight class?
I do feel it's unique because every single opponent what I fought, it was unique. And Alexa, she has her style, fighting style. She has her strength, and like the key is to find the most important, to find the key to win the fight, right? Alexa, she's complete fighter, MMA fighter. Definitely, her background is more striking, but on this level of competition, it's you just cannot be just striker or wrestler. It's like everything. That's why yeah, it's about complete game. It's all about the like MMA.
Yeah, I mean, look, I feel like more than ever before, there's so many more fighters at this weight class that I want to see match themselves against you. It's a larger pool. A lot of people saying your name. One of those, of course, Erin Blanchfield, coming off a very big win over Jessica Andrade. How did you react to that performance and some of the things she said very politely, which is, I'm ready to fight the winner of this fight at 285, and I'm going to be the next champion?
I have no doubt she would say it. She's ready to fight for a title. Everyone is ready to fight for the title. Yeah, it was good victory for her. She did like what she was training for, but in the same time, it's kind of like we cannot forget that Jessica Andrade, she took the fight 1 week notice. Doubtful that she even trained for this fight. I think she was like awake and said, okay, I'm ready. Let's do some money, baby. And like flew back to her like family, and now she feeling great. So yeah, it's kind of like, yes, victory, but in the same time kind of like double feeling. So yeah, and I'm not sure if she like truly ready for the title fight yet.
Well, it's an interesting question,
I,
being just that she's 23, coming off of a couple big wins, but there are levels in terms of the top of the game for the title. One thing she did say, though, we know her strength on the ground. She called your grappling, quote, very, very basic. I got to get the champ's opinion on this.
my opinion, it's very funny to like hear all the young fighters with 5 fights win only, and like thinking that they are the best, number one, the entire world. And you know, the best comparing, it's like you see a puppy, right, and it's young and it didn't have any problem yet, didn't fight any strong fight yet, it's just barking around with the ears like up to the air, like, and it's like happy, just happy. But once the first fight, like wild nature, right, and wild nature, when they start to like stepping into mature world with the like all the big sharks, and they feel the impact, and they kind of like, oh, it's something different, I didn't expect that coming. And they start to change. It's happened before, it's happened with Macy Barber, it's happened with other athletes, so they are saying we are the best of the best in the world, but first struggle and they start to change, and then you see how they change their how they say words, how they approach to the fighter, because they becoming more mature person, and they know what it's not that easy, what how they expected, and it's fun to watch. It's really fun to watch young fighters. All the things they're saying.
I always say, Valentina, you put people down in the most polite way possible. You always have like a little laugh. You say, "Oh, that's funny. That's good. That's good." But look, you're coming off a very tough fight against Taila Santos. You got the W. There's a new narrative, which is I want to. Is this fair? I want to ask you that, because you dominated so many opponents for so long that you get a close fight and suddenly it's like, is she still the same fighter? Has the division caught up? I mean, is any of that true, or is it just, look, everyone's tough at this level?
Everyone's tough at this level. This is true. This is the truth, what can be. And yeah, it's just like, it's a fight. It's a fight. You have to be ready for anything. Any challenge gonna be in front of you, no matter what, the real champion will deal with that challenge and will be the winner still. And this is what defines the champion from all others. This is the truth.
Did you feel like Taila deserved the possibility of an immediate rematch, which we sometimes see in very close fights?
I don't see that immediate rematch. Definitely rematch. It can be definitely, and she has to prove that like she's still the same fighter, right? She has to win 1 fight or like 2 fights, yeah. But yeah, rematch it's kind of like definitely can be, but immediate doubtful, because did she show something like exciting in the fight, interesting besides the sitting and holding the bag? Sitting holding the bag and getting damage from myself, and like yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if people think this is like deserving. I don't know what fights they're looking at.
Well, how do you internally avoid what happens sometimes when a fighter's a champion for so long? Sometimes they lose that motivation. We had John Jones, who's obviously fighting on the same card as you, say that's one of the reasons why he left light heavyweight. He felt like he wasn't motivated at the same level. Do you ever feel those feelings? And if so, how do you fight back?
No, I never feel that that feeling. I never had that problem because probably I came from I do martial arts for 30 years already. I started when I was 5 years old, and oops.
Great catch.
I catch it. The approach what my coach and like all his student, like all older students, what like was more like champions at that time, they had for martial arts. It taught me that it's not about just a sport to be better, stronger, or something like that, to get more money or something like that. It's all about your journey as a martial artist. It's not about the number, it's about the way, the path, what you are doing. And truly try to enjoy all this path. And I mean, when I say path, it's not only training and preparation for the fights, right? Because if you do the same routine all over daily, like all the time, you're gonna be tired in like pretty soon, and you will say, oh my god, I don't want to train anymore. No, you have to find the balance. You have to find a little, like maybe some more interest in your life that can do this balance, right? When you train, you focus on the train, you like work your like your hardest, and when the time to rest and recover, you switch your program and you enjoy, for example, in my case, traveling, shooting range, riding boats, like staying on the lake, or like Puget Sound for a long time, for months. And like for my sister, she's a pilot flying planes. So it's kind of like this balance in life, what keep you motivated for a long time and never boring, never tired of what you are doing. Because I am martial arts, and this is number one for me. The rest I will add. I will add to myself to be kind of like complete person, like complete martial artist, but also complete person.
I like
so this is the most important things. I think it's my like a key for like maintain this balance.
I like the way you described that, for sure. What did you all think this was possible though? I know you've been into martial arts since you were a small child. I'm sure you had certain levels of dreams of things you wanted to accomplish, but when you sit around and look and say like, this is my life right now, do you surprise yourself at what you've been able to do over this martial arts life, journey that you've been on?
No, yeah, I still thinking that there is much more to accomplish, and it's not not the end. Because once you are sitting and thinking, "Oh my God, I'm here," this is the end. Once you are you put a roof on top of you, so this is the end. I don't want it happen. I want things go on like higher and higher. That's why this is where I am right now, but I want to be even higher. I don't know where, but even higher.
Well, hey, you had a big acting role in Hollywood, so you've done a lot of impressive things in and around the martial arts space. One of the impressive things is your 7 title defenses, which is the most among female fighters in UFC history. But if you get a win at 285 March 4th against Alexa Grasso, you'll move into a 4th place tie with John Jones and be just 3 away from the overall UFC record. Is that something you're actively chasing, or is it just like a nice little bonus if you get there?
I would say it's my goal number one: stay the champion and be the best of the world in like through the best ones, best fighters in the best promotion of the world. It's a goal number one. In numbers, I don't care about them. If I pursue my goal number one, everything else will be fine. All numbers.
Well, there's this idea, and I don't expect fighters to get caught up in media members or fans talking about the GOAT all the time. And to be fair, look, John Jones is fighting on your card. If he wins the heavyweight championship, I mean, he's probably the GOAT without an argument, but there's just as many people that can say, hey, look at Valentina. If she cleans out the rest of this division, all these exciting young names that are coming up, you might be considered, the greatest female fighter, or in conversation here for the greatest fighter of all time. Are you able to like deal with that thought, or is it something that's like, no, that'll screw me up if I focus on that? You know, they can say how good I am however they want, but like, how do you deal with that thought process?
I just don't think about that, but we are in process. We are like towards it, like we are going there. But I don't myself and thinking about that things. It's wasting the time. I have much more like real things to be worried about. I have my training. I have to think about how to stay healthy, how to don't get any injuries. So this is number one. It's really important.
All right, Valentina, great chatting with you. Can't wait for this fight. UFC 285, March 4th, coming up in Las Vegas. Let's close with this. What can we expect from you game plan wise? What is this fight going to look like?
Rule number one, never say your game plan.
Never share it or never have it? Which one is it, Valentina? Never share it, right?
Never share, share.
Okay.
Because so many years around. Yeah, but the only thing what I know exactly, it's do my best, be myself, and like when I know after the fight I did everything what I had, this is the most successful, this is the most like feeling what I can feel like I did everything. And I don't wish for the fighter to live in the octagon with the feelings that I could do better, I could do like stronger, I could do like why I was lazy at this moment. So let's don't live with this feeling. Do everything for the fight.
Have you ever had that feeling? Like, have you ever had a win where you're like, okay, I'm glad I won, but man, I didn't have my best night?
It was like long time ago in my Muay Thai career in one of the world championships. Since then, I discard that feeling. I was no, it's never gonna happen to me again.
Hard work, preparation, all of that, Valentina. It's all part of your success in the journey. I wish you well at UFC 285. Always great to chat with the champ. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you.